If you are buying property together as a couple, the biggest mistake isn't romance, it is vagueness. The goal is to make ownership clear, enforceable, and future-proof, especially under Nigeria's land system. So if you are a couple or intended couple looking forward to buying properties together, then this video is definitely for you, because in this video I'll be showing you some common costly mistakes that couples make when buying properties together, and how you can avoid making such costly mistake that could lead to several legal battles. My name is Iyayi Buwedefe. I'm the shortest distance between you and the right real estate investment here in the city of Abuja. I help my clients build sure and sustainable wealth that is transgenerational. Over the years, we have seen couples buy properties together in the name of law, in the name of what God has joined together. Let no man put asunder, and in the name of we are one. And they forget the fact that despite the fact that they are one before God, but in the eyes of the law, they are being seen as two different entities. And when eventualities happens, they are caught in the web of legal battles. As couples, there are certain ground rules you need to follow religiously if you must buy properties together. And don't forget, the essence or the purpose of every investment is for sustainability. One of the first and foremost things you need to do as couple planning to buy property together is that you must first establish the purpose of your investment. Yes, it has been known over and over again that when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So before you come together to buy or purchase that particular property, ensure you clearly state the reason or the purpose for buying or wanting to make that investment. This will actually help to create self-discipline, financial self-discipline and determination. You can come up with reasons such as the purpose of this investment is to take care of my children's education, as this will also help you to know the type of investment you should put your money into, whether you should do short-term land banking or even long-term land banking. Another important ground rule you need to observe before buying property with your spouse is that you need to establish the type of co-ownership you want to go into. There are two types of co-ownership: joint tenancy and tenancy in common. Right? So when you go into joint tenancy, for an instance, what you are saying is that the right of survivorship must kick in. In other words, when one of the partners die, what happens is that his own share will go to the surviving co-owner. With all of these in place, it will be easy for the law to defend you in the case of eventualities such as death. The third ground rule is that you need to write your full legal names. We have seen situations where couples write on their title document Mr. and Mrs. For an instance, they will say Mr. and Mrs. Iyayi Buwedefe on their title document. That is legally wrong, because you writing Mr. and Mrs. on your title document, what that simply means is like in form of title, right? And because the law sees both of you as two different entities, and as such, your full legal names must be written. So if you are the type that always writes Mr. and Mrs. on your title document, please and please, this is the best time for you to change that. The accurate and correct way of writing your names is your full legal names, such as it appears on your ID card. For an instance, instead of saying Mr. and Mrs. Iyayi Buwedefe, the best way to put it is Iyayi Buwedefe and Jennifer Buwedefe. The reason is because Mr. and Mrs. Iyayi Buwedefe could be anything, right? It could be anyone, right? Especially when the man decides to remarry. Anybody can take on that title of Mrs. Iyayi Buwedefe, and as such, that will not help you when something like that comes up, right? So the best thing you need to do is to ensure that both of you write your full legal names. That will help to clear any form of vagueness. And the fourth ground rule you need to follow while buying properties together is that both of you will need to sign as co-owners. Very important, right? One person should not sign and leave the other. The reason is because both of you are buying the properties together. Whether one is contributing more than the other, it doesn't matter. As far as both of you have made up your mind to do this together, therefore you need to sign together. A space should be created for the man to sign, and a space should also be created for the woman to sign. The fifth ground rule is that both parties, the man and the woman, should have two independent witnesses who will also sign on their behalf. Very, very important. And the sixth and last ground rule that I would personally recommend is that you can make use of co-ownership contracts in case if there are some specific financial arrangements. Co-ownership contract is a separate legal document that tells you how you co-own the property together. In other words, you can see it as the rules of engagement. So if you put all of these ground rules together and you follow them religiously, it will be difficult for you to have issues in the case of eventualities. Now, don't forget, it is not all about whether you trust your partner or not. It is all about doing the right thing that the law has already put in place for you to follow. Once again, my name is Iyayi I Bodefe. I'm the shortest distance between you and the right real estate investment here in the city of Abuja. I help my clients build sure and sustainable wealth that is transgenerational. So if you are here to like, drop a comment, subscribe, and share this video so people within your network, I believe this is the best time for you to do so. Until I come your way in our next video, see you on the other side of it. Bye for now.